Welcome to the Hogwarts Express a review part 2. In the first part, we went over the minifigures, the platform, and that's it. We did that, and the plaque on the platform. Today, we're going to be looking at the actual train itself. So, check out part 1 if you haven't done so already. I also forgot to mention you get this kind of ticket. I'm not sure what the dimensions of the ticket are, but it's a Lego ticket for London to Hogwarts. So yeah, now on to the next thing. And this is probably also going to be a shorter video than the last part because if I'd cut it evenly, we probably would have done all the build stuff in this video. But instead, we're just doing the train. But I don't know, there's stuff in the compartment too, so it might be about equal length. I'm not sure. But now let's actually move on to looking at the train. The front of the train carriage looks pretty nice. If you haven't seen my last video, that's a running theme. But I do like how slick and slick. It's a slick. I was going to say slick and slimy. It's not slimy. I like how slick. There's no little to no exposed studs on it. It's just a train car. I don't know what else I have to say about it. It's a train car. Next thing. And by train car, I mean train engine. It's not a train car. It's an engine. I know all you train fanatics are going to come at me in the comments below. Comment below. If there are comments enabled on this video, which there may not be because I don't know why, but YouTube's been disabling my comments. The tender car. It's just a tender car. Looks pretty nice. Again, on to the next thing. Before we get to the next thing, I have a podcast. It's called The Savion Show. You should go listen to it. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and a few other random podcasting apps like Podcast Addict and other stuff. Anyway, now we can finally look at the passenger car. Looks pretty nice from the outside, but now let's take a look at the inside. That's where the bulk of this video is gonna be in. Yay! For those of you who don't know, the Hogwarts Express can create 4 magical, and I say in air quotes, scenes inside of the compartment. So that's what I'm going to be showing you now. The first one on screen now is the first scene on the Hogwarts Express where Ron, Harry, and Hermione meet for the first time. Wow, remember that? Remember when the Dementor came onto the Hogwarts Express and Professor Lupin saved him from the Dementor? Wow! By the way, we also looked at the minifigures in the last video, so I won't be looking at them too closely. But again, I do like the minifigures in this set, although I wish there was Epilogue Ron and Hermione. Again, that's topic for the last video. Wow! It looks pretty nice. The compartment looks pretty nice. Yeah, it's a compartment. What did you expect? Next thing. The final carriage is the Half-Blood Prince carriage. The quote tile, I forgot to mention there's quote tiles, but this one says, "Wax spurts, your head's full of them." And that's how Luna found Harry in the Half-Blood Prince. Again, I won't go into the minifigures too much because that was in the last video, but those minifigures look pretty good. Pretty nice. They look pretty nice, especially Harry's glasses, like, being broken. And it's like older Harry's glasses being broken. So you can use that from, like, year 3 to, like, forever now. Because Harry uses that face between year 3 and pretty much the epilogue. I mean, I was surprised epilogue Harry wasn't just that Harry. Moving on. There's also a notice board in this set. You can look at that, but there's like a Weasley's Wizard of Wheezes advertisement and all sorts of other cool stuff on the notice board. And yeah, and on to the last thing, because this video is going to be really short compared to the last one, like not even half the length. The last thing I wanted to mention is that the compartment doors for years 1 and year 3 can slide open and close, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Like and subscribe. I also have a podcast, The Savion Show. I mentioned this already. And part 1. Watch part 1 if you haven't already. That's the end of this video. Goodbye!